Living a lie won't get you anywhere. It's time to stop pretending and start being who you truly are. Embrace your true self and let go of that false persona that's holding you back. Who are you? Who are you right now? And is that person who you really want to be? Maybe it's time to admit that the person you are isn't the true you. What expectations have you created for yourself of who you think you should be? You need to understand the difference between who you are and who you think you should be. The person that you see on social media isn't who you should be. So relieve yourself of those pressures. It's killing your self-image. You're comparing yourself to other people, not just because of how they might look, but how they act and their actions. Why are you letting a screen influence your life? I'm going to need you to get out there and find out what your real values are. What is important to you? What are your passions, your strengths? What drives you? And it doesn't have to be business. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be some big idea. It could be as simple as drawing something. It could be as simple as cleaning your house. Maybe that drives you. It could be as simple as making your child laugh today. What motivates you? What gives you strength? What brings you joy? What fills you with passion, that fire to live? Those are your real values. And those are the ones that are going to propel you forward to be the person you truly are. Accept that person. Accept the person you are and be kind to that person. Be kind to that person. And you can do that by getting rid of those unrealistic expectations. You know who you truly are deep down, don't you? And for some reason, we're letting these outside voices and these screens tell us who we really are, but that's not who you really are. And you know that, and I know that. And once you accept who you really are, your authentic self, and you allow yourself to be true, you are going to have stronger relationships because people are finally going to see you because you've been hiding for so long, and they're all so happy that you're here, that you finally surfaced. And you're going to have better mental health. You're going to have better clarity. You're going to be able to focus on that business of yours. You're going to be able to make more money. You're going to be able to be stronger, meet all of your fitness goals, your health goals, because your mindset is going to be different because you know who you are. And because you know who you are, you're going to feel better every day. And because you feel better every day, people are going to love you even more. So those relationships, they're going to be unbreakable. If you've gotten to this point of the video and you still feel like you don't know who you truly are, there's a number of things that you can do, practical things that you can do that can help you to discover who you are. One of those is journaling. You just grab a piece of paper, notebook, whatever, And you just write down all of your feelings, all of the things that you are thinking about, your ideas, whatever. You just dump it all onto the page and you talk to yourself. You talk to yourself, you ask questions. It sounds a little weird. It sounds maybe a little uncomfortable for some of you. You have to allow yourself to get a little bit lost. You have to cry, you have to scream, you have to laugh, you have to get a little uncomfortable in order to find yourself. Once you do that and you kind of shed that, then you have this real authentic conversation with yourself, and you can ask yourself the questions that you need to ask in order to find out who you are. And one of the things that you can do is look back on some of the things that you've done in your past. Like maybe something that you've said or an action that you took, and write them down and ask yourself, did you like that you did that? Did it make you feel bad that you did that? If you didn't like it, then why not? Is it something that helped you to grow as a person? Or is it something that you never want to repeat again, that you never want to see yourself doing that again? And if that's the case, then what would your true self have done differently? And these are things that you can ask yourself and you can get to know yourself. And it takes time. So take that time and feel like there's no rush. You just need to be open with yourself. And the best part is that when you do this sort of activity, right, when you do this sort of exercise to get to know yourself, you don't have to involve anybody else. So there's no reason to be embarrassed or to feel weird, because nobody's going to know that you've done this except for you. And when people start to notice that change in yourself. Something else that I love to ask myself and that brings me back to my authentic self is I think about who I was when I was 6 years old, specifically 6 years old. And the reason is because I feel like at that age, I had just started school full time. I still wasn't really molded by my classmates or my teacher. I was still a free mind. I was still open to new possibilities, ready to learn. And that's my authentic self, is the 6-year-old that isn't afraid to speak their mind, doesn't care about social norms and what's appropriate or not. That's my authentic self. That's who I am. And maybe that's something that can help you too. Regardless of what it is, remember to take small steps, because like I said, this is a gradual process. And if you want to stop worrying and learn to enjoy the process, I have a video that will help you with just that. For the purpose of today, I hope that you have taken something away from this video and that you feel a little bit more like you have permission to be your true self, because that's important. And I love talking with you. I love having these conversations and learning who you really are. So it's important that you know who you really are too. And I'm going to go now. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you when I see you.